Hello again. We're still in beautiful Southern California, and finally a gorgeous day, as you can see. We're going to stick with the West Coast, Washington State, and even the same producer, Avennia, that we discussed a couple of days ago. This is a Bordeaux blend. It's called Gravura, 2018, and Gravura after the word Grave, the Bordeaux area where they make, amazing wines, as we know, and it's been split up since in several sub areas. But Sauternes is from Grave, Pessac-Léonard is from Grave, and some of the big wines. And so Grave, the word Grave in French, it's like gravely. It comes from the gravier, the gravely. It's gravely soil. It's very well drained. It's up river from from the town of Bordeaux. So it was actually when the river itself, when it hit the ocean, it was actually a marsh until it was drained, a few hundred years ago. But even before then, at the in the beginning of the millennium, wine was being made in Grave. Anyway, this is not Grave. This is Gravura in Washington State. It's a blend of about 50% Cabernet Sauvignon, 40% Merlot, and the rest Cabernet Franc from a number of vineyards. Some we know, like Champoux for the Cabernet Franc, Red Willow and Clipsum in the sort of Red Mountain district. So across different districts, and some from other vineyards that Avennia works with. As we discussed before, a lot of these really successful up and coming winemakers are very good at being integrators and making the best wine they can with grapes that they source and they help cultivate in vineyards that they don't own themselves. 2018 was really just an amazing year for the Columbia Valley and Washington in general, for the Reds, and so it's going to be on top of the quality of the producer. It's going to add another bonus points, if you want, to the quality of the wine because of how good the year was in terms of the balance of the weather. There's been no fires that year in the area, and then it was just the perfect sort of growing conditions, good quantity and good quality. On the nose, you get the aroma from the Cabernet Franc, you get that luscious sort of fruit from the Merlot, and a little bit of that, let's say, austerity from the Cabernet Sauvignon, although that's kind of through the darker, cherry-like fruit. It's really gonna be, let's see, I'm not gonna jump ahead here. The alcohol comes to the surface a little bit. I don't think it's, let's see, what's the alcohol on this? It's also 14.5%, so it's pretty high, but doesn't really jump out. You get sort of the mix of these three as I described. So you have, and that's kind of what they wanted to make a Bordeaux blend, to marry the exuberance of the sort of Washington fruit with a little bit of the discipline, if you want, of a Bordeaux blend and the Bordeaux feel, a little bit of tightness, but a lot of fruit. We'll see what we see in the mouth as well. Some mentholatum here, menthol, a little bit of graphite, which is also to be expected. But they're very aromatic, not quite as much as the Cabernet Franc itself, but quite aromatic for a Bordeaux blend. Dark chocolate on the finish. The finish, the whole thing is good. The attack, the mid palate, the finish. It's really a very, very nice wine, very delicious, and it's at a good price point. It's pop and pour. It's still young, so you're going to enjoy more of the fruit in it, but it's totally ready to be drunk. Maybe in another 5-10 years, of course, it will evolve, be less fruit and more of some of the secondary flavors and aromas. But right now, it's a great wine to enjoy as it is, or with any kind of food that you think goes with red wine. It's very balanced. Very nice. It's got the tannins. It's got the a little bit of the Bordeaux bitterness, I call it, but it mixes in quite well. I think this is going to be great for a number of years. Again, another good wine made by these really good producers. Thanks, and see you soon.